Rambo franchise has trouble knowing exactly what to do with its protagonist. The original movie, First Blood, is a great movie about a Vietnam vet returning home to a world that doesn't know what to do with him, and with which he is out of step. He eventually ends up in a conflict with local cops. While the instigating incident was done by the cops, so you're on Rambo's side, yet you watch concerned that perhaps Rambo is going too far. There's an ambiguity to the movie that makes the whole experience far more interesting than your average action movie. A sequel was made showing Rambo returning to Vietnam. Rambo, First Blood Part 2 would be the incredibly silly title of that film. Was Second Blood already taken? A silly title for a silly movie that takes the troubled hero and makes him a badass war hero and supplies him quite a bit of action. It's a fun movie, but lacking all the depth of the original. Then we get Rambo 3, a movie in the style of First Blood Part 2, yet lacking any of the fun.
War. It's fantastic.
The franchise went dormant until 2008's Rambo, which merged the two Rambos, a troubled war hero who purposely put himself in a war zone because it's where he feels at home. That movie actually worked decently as a final outing for the forgotten hero. Yet here we are with Rambo, Last Blood, a movie that feels as though it borders on something significant, like exploring the inner conflicts of a war veteran trying to assimilate back into society, then devolves into a revenge story. Further, rather than exploit Rambo's significant issues, the film turns Rambo into a caricature hero who is always right. Rambo, Sylvester Stallone, lives just north of the Mexican border with his college-bound adopted daughter, Yvette Monreal. She has found her biological father and wants to find out why he abandoned her. Rambo is against this and tells her that her biological father is a bad man and not worth her time, and that she should not go. She goes against his wishes and finds out her father is as bad as Rambo says, to nearly cartoonish effect. Subsequently, she is kidnapped by sex traffickers and Rambo must save her. The raw plot plays like Rambo's Taken. And if that sounds good to you and you want nothing more from a Rambo movie, then this is the movie for you. Much the action plays like First Blood, except now we see the full fatal effect of his traps because his victims are sex traffickers and not local cops. It also removes the ambiguity. Unfortunately, ambiguity is one of the real strengths of the first movie. Here, Rambo is treated as though he is right every step of the way. He never doubts himself at all. Never a moment to wonder if refusing her request to see her natural father was the best call. Maybe he could have gone with her to ensure all went as well as possible instead of flat out rejecting her. Instead, it is strictly black and white. Bad guys bad. Rambo good. Never does Rambo ponder his own actions or even evolve as a character. In many ways, this movie plays closer to the style of First Blood Part 2 or Rambo 3. Early in the film, flashbacks imply that Rambo is having an internal struggle, all of which peters out later. Rambo commits some very troubling acts, and the movie treats him as though he's always in the right, never taking a moment to ponder the morality of anything he's done. I'm not saying sex traffickers can be stand-up guys or worthy of sympathy, but maybe Rambo should consider why he's so eager to brutally murder those he considers wrong. But why do that when you can instead have Rambo cartoonishly cut a guy's heart out and literally show it to him before he dies? Why have depth and character exploration when your hero can savagely kill bad guys? That's just as good, right?
They think order and chaos are somehow opposites and try to control what won't be.